Hello students, welcome back to Chemistry Wins YouTube channel. So let us discuss about greases. So in the first point you can see the definition of the grease. Greases are the semi-solid lubricants obtained by combining lubricating oil with thickener. Just take lubricant oil and combine it with the thickener, you will get the grease, which is a semi-solid. Then petroleum oils are the major components present in the greases. So you know very well, right? Then the third point is the thickeners are used maybe soaps of sodium, lithium, calcium or aluminum. So greases contain a very important agent that is called as thickener. The thickeners are actually soaps of sodium, lithium, calcium or aluminum. Okay. Then in some cases non-soap thickeners like carbon black, silica gel, polyureas are also used in the grease. So greases may also be prepared by using non-soap thickeners. Generally greases are prepared with the thickeners, that is soaps of sodium, lithium, calcium or aluminum, etc. Right? Then what is the role of thickener? The thickener possesses fibrous structure that traps the petroleum oils and enables them cling to moving parts. So the thickener, that is soaps of sodium or soaps of calcium, when added to the petroleum oil, it gives grease. So the role of thickener is, the thickener will be having the fibrous structure that will binds to the petroleum oil, making the petroleum oil attach very strongly to the moving metal parts. So you can see here, so at the center in this diagram, this is the diagram of the grease. So at the center you can see the petroleum oil, and the petroleum oil is surrounded by the fibrous soap structure. Okay, so the soap helps the binding of the petroleum oil firmly to the metal surfaces. Okay, so that is about the introduction of the greases. Then let us see the preparation. So greases can be prepared in two steps. In the step number 1, in this step the fats are saponified with alkali like sodium hydroxide. It gives thickener, that is soap. So the step number 1 involves preparation of soap. Just saponify, that is treat the fats with sodium hydroxide, alkalis like sodium hydroxide, you will get the soap. Then in the second step, the soap is added with hot lubricating oil while mixing continuously. After settling, a semi-solid, that is grease, is obtained. So after in the second step, what you are doing is, the soap that is prepared in the step number 1 is added with the hot lubricating oil by continuous mixing, so that it will produce a grease. Okay, right? So this is the beaker having soap solution and this is hot petroleum oil. So both are added, so the beaker has produced the grease by constant stirring. Okay, so constant stirring will it is required to prepare the grease, because proper mixing of soap and petroleum oil, hot petroleum oil. So that is the preparation, which is very simple. And then let us see the characteristics of greases. Okay, the thickness of greases can vary from a viscous liquid to that of a solid mass. So greases feels like in some cases they feel like viscous liquid, in some other cases they will appear as a solid mass. Then upon storage, greases have a tendency to separate into oils and soap. If you store greases for longer time, it may break into oils and soaps. Then most greases do not flows except under high pressure. So greases does not flows just like petroleum oils, but greases may flow if some high pressure is applied. Then greases are destroyed by water contamination. So this is very important point. Greases, in most of the greases, are not water resistant. They are destroyed by the presence of moisture or water. Then greases have high frictional resistance and therefore can support much heavier loads at lower speeds. So greases, by adding greases to the moving metal parts, so the frictional resistance will be decreased actually. Okay, right? So greases may support heavier loads. Then greases are convenient to use. They doesn't require that much attention when you are giving to the petroleum oils. Okay, so greases are very convenient to use, and these are the some of the characteristics of the greases. Then let us enter into the classification, right? So greases are classified based on the soap used. So you know that greases contains a soap as the thickener or thickening agent. Okay, greases are generally petroleum oils. A grease is nothing but a petroleum oil that is mixed with soap, that gives a semi-solid structure. Then the first category of grease will be soda based greases. So they, as the name indicating, you can see it contains sodium soaps. Very simple. That is the first point. They uses sodium soaps as thickeners in petroleum oils. Okay, these are not water resistant. Remember, sodium based greases are not water resistant. They are stable up to higher temperature of 175 degrees centigrade. What is the application of soda based grease? So these are used in ball bearings. So that is the first type. And the second type is lithium based greases. They uses lithium soaps as thickeners in petroleum oil. Just mix the petroleum oil with the thickener like lithium soap, you will get the lithium based greases. Okay, lithium based greases are water resistant, stable to oxidation, and have high mechanical strength. So lithium based greases are actually costly. These are expensive greases, but they are having very important character, that is they are water resistant and they are very stable to oxidation and have high mechanical strength. They are stable up to the temperature of 150 degrees centigrade. That's why the lithium based greases are used in the aircrafts. Okay, right? So the aircrafts are lubricated with the lithium based greases, right, students? Then let us enter into the third category, that is calcium based greases. Okay, so they contains calcium soaps as thickeners in petroleum oils. As the name indicating, they are prepared by mixing petroleum oils with calcium soaps. These are cheapest and most commonly used. So the calcium based greases are the cheap type. They are not expensive and they are most commonly used. These are water resistant and stable up to 80 degrees centigrade. So the calcium based greases are used in tractors, in the lubrication of tractors and water pumps. Okay, then the fourth type of lubricant will be the axial greases. These are prepared by adding lime, that is calcium oxide, to resin and fatty oils. So axial greases are water resistant and the cheapest. These are the low cost greases. Then what is the application? In machines working under high loads and low speeds, they are lubricated with the axial greases. Okay, students. Then the last category of greases will be the non-soap greases. As the name indicating, so the non-soap greases doesn't have a soap as thickening agent. So these are prepared by mixing petroleum oils with thickeners like carbon black, silica gel, etc. So these are used in machines where high temperature is generated. So that is about the classification of lubricants. There are 5 types of lubricants. Then let us see the applications, overall applications of greases. Okay, so the greases are highly useful in rail axle boxes, and they are used for the lubrication of bearings, gears, tractors. In machines preparing textiles, paper, food items where spilling of oil is undesirable. If you use petroleum oil in textile manufacture, paper manufacture, food manufacture, the oil may spill. It may contaminate the food, textile or paper, which is not desirable. So you just use the grease which doesn't spills. Okay, as a sealing agent for bearings to prevent entry of dust, moisture. So those are the applications of some common applications of greases. So that is about this video, students. Thank you for watching.